Picture this. It's a crisp October afternoon. The air smells like wood smoke and fallen leaves. And you walk out to your own backyard to gather a basket of freshly fallen chestnuts from a tree you planted yourself. No grocery store, no crowded market, just you, your land, and a magnificent chestnut tree that has become one of the most breathtaking features of your entire property. If that sounds like the kind of reward worth working toward, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to walk you through everything you need to know to grow a chestnut tree from scratch. From choosing the right variety for your region, all the way to your very first glorious harvest. Whether you have a large suburban yard, a rural homestead, or even a sizable container on a sunny property edge, this guide was written for you. The chestnut tree holds a unique and deeply sentimental place in American culture. For generations, chestnuts roasting over an open fire have symbolized warmth, family, and the magic of autumn and winter. But, beyond the nostalgia, the chestnut tree is a genuinely remarkable growing investment. These trees are long-lived, beautiful in every season, incredibly productive once established, and, when given the right conditions, surprisingly rewarding to grow. The American Castanea dentata was once one of the most dominant and beloved trees in the eastern United States before a devastating blight swept through in the early 20th century and wiped out nearly 4 billion trees. Today, thanks to decades of dedicated breeding efforts, blight-resistant chestnut tree varieties are making a powerful comeback, and home growers across America are playing an active role in that restoration. Before you plant your first chestnut tree, it is essential to understand the options available to you. The four main species that American home growers typically choose from are the American chestnut, the Chinese chestnut, the Japanese chestnut, and the European chestnut. Each has its own strengths. The Chinese chestnut, Castanea mollissima, is by far the most popular and practical choice for home growers across the United States. It is naturally resistant to the chestnut blight fungus, grows to a manageable height of 30 to 40 feet, produces abundant sweet nuts annually, and adapts well to a wide range of soil conditions. Hybrid varieties that cross American chestnut genetics with blight-resistant Chinese chestnut nut bloodlines are also widely available, and are often considered the best of both worlds. Combining the exceptional nut quality of the American chestnut with the disease resistance of its Chinese counterpart, the Japanese chestnut is also blight-resistant, but tends to produce nuts with a slightly more bitter flavor, while the European chestnut grows beautifully in the Pacific Northwest and parts of the Mid-Atlantic but requires more specific conditions. For most beginner growers in the continental United States, starting with a Chinese chestnut or a Chinese-American hybrid is the safest and most rewarding path. The chestnut tree thrives in USDA hardiness zones 4 through 8, which covers an enormous swath of the United States. From New England down through the Mid-Atlantic states, across the Midwest, through much of the South, and into the Pacific Northwest, some varieties extend their hardiness to Zone 3, making them suitable for northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan. When selecting your planting site, sunlight is the single most important factor. The chestnut tree demands full sun, a minimum of 6 hours per day, though 8 or more hours is ideal. A chestnut tree planted in shade will grow slowly, produce little to no fruit, and become more susceptible to disease. Choose the sunniest location on your property, ideally one with excellent air circulation to help keep fungal problems at bay. Remember that a mature chestnut tree can spread 30 to 40 feet wide, so give it space, at minimum 30 feet from other large trees, structures, and overhead utility lines. Planting your chestnut tree where it has room to grow into its full majestic form will reward you with a truly spectacular specimen. Temperature tolerance is one of the chestnut tree's most admirable qualities. Established chestnut trees are genuinely cold hardy and can withstand winter temperatures well below freezing. Chinese chestnuts routinely survive temperatures as low as -15 degrees Fahrenheit once fully dormant and established. Young chestnut trees, in their first 1 to 2 years, are somewhat more vulnerable to late frosts and extreme cold, so protecting newly planted trees in their first winter with a burlap wrap or frost cloth is a smart precaution in zones 4 and 5. On the heat end of the spectrum, chestnut trees handle summer heat well, though they appreciate consistent moisture during periods of extreme heat and drought. The tree's flowering period in late spring, typically May through June, is when temperature matters most for nut production. A late frost during bloom can damage flowers and reduce the season's nut yields significantly, so monitoring your local frost dates and choosing varieties with appropriate bloom timing for your region is important. Soil preparation is one of the most critical investments you can make before planting your chestnut tree. These trees are extremely sensitive to soil drainage. Waterlogged soil or clay-heavy ground that holds water around the roots is one of the fastest ways to kill a young chestnut tree. They need well-draining, slightly acidic soil with a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. Before planting, have your soil tested. Inexpensive home test kits are widely available and give you excellent baseline information. If your soil is too alkaline, work in sulfur or acidic amendments like pine bark and composted leaves to bring the pH into range. If your soil is heavy clay, incorporate generous amounts of coarse sand, perlite, and organic compost to improve drainage before planting. Sandy, loamy soils are ideal. Raised beds or berms can also solve drainage problems on challenging sites. Take the time to prepare the soil properly, and your chestnut tree will reward you with decades of healthy growth. Watering your chestnut tree correctly from the very beginning is what will determine whether your tree establishes quickly and strongly or struggles through its first few years. Newly planted chestnut trees need consistent, deep watering during their first 2 growing seasons as they establish their root systems. For a newly planted tree, water deeply once or twice per week during dry periods, delivering enough water to penetrate at least 12 inches into the soil. The goal is deep, infrequent watering that encourages roots to grow downward in search of moisture rather than staying shallow near the surface. Shallow watering creates a shallow root system, and a shallow root system creates a vulnerable tree that struggles during drought and can even become unstable in high winds. Once your chestnut tree is established, generally after its 2nd or 3rd growing season, it becomes significantly more drought tolerant and will often survive on natural rainfall alone in most parts of the country. However, providing supplemental water during extended dry periods, especially during the critical nut development months of August and September, will noticeably improve your nut size, quality, and yield. A layer of organic mulch, 2 to 4 inches deep, spread in a wide ring around the base of your chestnut tree. Keeping mulch a few inches away from the trunk itself is one of the single most effective things you can do to conserve soil moisture, regulate soil temperature, suppress competing weeds, and feed the soil with slow-release organic nutrition as the mulch breaks down. Fertilizing your chestnut tree correctly sets it on a path toward vigorous growth, excellent canopy development, and heavy annual nut production. In the first year of establishment, go easy on fertilizer. A newly transplanted chestnut tree needs time to settle its roots, and heavy feeding too early can burn fragile new roots or push excessive soft growth that is vulnerable to cold damage. A light application of a balanced granular fertilizer, such as a 10-10-10 formula, in early spring of the 2nd year is a good starting point. As your chestnut tree matures and begins producing nuts, shift toward fertilizers that support both canopy strength and fruiting. A fertilizer higher in nitrogen in early spring encourages strong new growth, while a phosphorus and potassium-rich application in mid to late summer supports nut development and overall tree health. For organic growers, well-aged compost worked into the soil beneath the canopy drip line each spring, supplemented with fish emulsion, kelp meal, or wood ash for potassium, creates a comprehensive and gentle feeding program. Avoid fertilizing after late summer, as encouraging new growth too late in the season leaves the chestnut tree vulnerable to frost damage on tender new shoots before they have time to harden off properly. Pruning your chestnut tree is a task that requires some patience in the early years and consistent attention as the tree matures. During the first 3 to 5 years, Your primary pruning goal is to establish a strong central leader, the main upright trunk, and a scaffold of well-spaced primary branches, radiating outward from it. Remove any competing double leaders early, as a forked trunk can become a structural weakness in a large mature tree. Also prune away any crossing, rubbing, or downward-growing branches that would eventually cause problems. The best time to prune a chestnut tree is in late winter while the tree is still dormant, typically late February to early March in most of the country, before any new growth begins. Dormant pruning minimizes stress on the tree, reduces disease risk, and allows wounds to begin healing quickly as growth resumes in spring. As the chestnut tree matures, annual maintenance pruning to remove dead, diseased, or damaged wood, thin overcrowded interior branches for better light penetration and air circulation, and maintain the tree's overall shape and structure is all that is typically required. A mature, well-maintained chestnut tree needs relatively little pruning, compared to many other fruit and nut trees, despite its many strengths. The chestnut tree does face a handful of challenges that every grower should understand. Chestnut blight, caused by the fungus Cryphonectria parasitica, is the most historically devastating disease, but selecting blight-resistant varieties, particularly Chinese chestnut or hybrid cultivars, essentially removes this threat for most home growers. Ink disease, caused by Phytophthora root rot, is a more common concern for trees planted in poorly drained soils, and is best prevented through proper site selection and excellent drainage. Symptoms include yellowing leaves, wilting even when soil is moist, and dark staining at the base of the trunk. Addressing drainage issues promptly and treating with appropriate fungicide can help. But prevention through proper planting is always the best medicine. Chestnut weevils and chestnut moth caterpillars are the primary insect pests. Weevil larvae burrow into developing nuts, and monitoring for adults with sticky traps in late summer, followed by appropriate organic treatments like kaolin clay or spinosad applications, can protect your crop effectively. Proper sanitation, collecting and destroying fallen infested nuts, rather than leaving them on the ground, dramatically reduces weevil populations from year to year. Leaf spot diseases can occasionally affect chestnut trees during wet, humid summers, but are rarely serious on healthy, well-maintained trees with good air circulation. One of the most important things many first-time chestnut tree growers don't learn until their tree blooms for the first time and produces no nuts is that the chestnut tree absolutely requires cross-pollination to produce fruit. A single chestnut tree planted alone will almost certainly produce little to no nuts. You need to plant at least 2 genetically distinct chestnut trees within approximately 50 to 60 feet of each other for adequate cross-pollination by wind and insects. 3 trees planted in proximity is even better for ensuring excellent pollination and maximum nut production. Make sure the varieties you select bloom at the same time. Most reputable chestnut tree nurseries offer variety pairings selected for compatible bloom timing. This is one of the most important pieces of advice in this entire guide. Plan from the very beginning to plant at least 2 chestnut trees. Your chestnut tree will typically begin producing its first small crop of nuts anywhere from 3 to 5 years after planting, with production increasing gradually each year until the tree reaches its mature bearing gauge of 8 to 10 years, at which point a single well-established chestnut tree can produce 50 to 100 or more pounds of nuts per season. The nuts are enclosed in spiky burrs that split open naturally when ripe, usually dropping to the ground from September through November depending on your location and variety. Wear gloves when collecting, those burrs are genuinely sharp. Collect fallen nuts daily if possible, as fresh chestnuts left on the ground quickly mold or are taken by squirrels and deer. Chestnuts are best eaten fresh within a few days of harvest, but they can also be refrigerated for several weeks or dried and stored for months. Roasting them over an open fire, boiling them, or incorporating them into stuffings, soups, and desserts makes the harvest season one of the most deeply satisfying times in any chestnut tree grower's year. Growing a chestnut tree is not a project measured in weeks or months. It is a beautiful long-term investment in your property, your family's future, and the living landscape around you. Every year that passes, the tree grows more magnificent. Every autumn, the harvest gets more generous. And every time you walk beneath that spreading canopy, and hear the first burrs hitting the ground, you will feel the deep satisfaction of a gardener who planted something truly meaningful. Start with the right variety, prepare your soil with care, water with wisdom, feed with patience, and prune with purpose. And your chestnut tree will be one of the most enduring, generous, and spectacular gifts you ever give your garden. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.